So to the people in my red block at Bailey Middle School, before I start with this video, just like to let you know, I won't be seeing you for a while for reasons, but I've decided to leave on this note. I made a 5-page long transcript of my hero's journey project. I'm hoping I can get extra credit for this, if you're listening, Mr. McDermott. But I'm mainly doing this just as a, as a goodbye kind of thing. So, yeah, so without further ado, this is, Hero Boy. Come, children, and I'll tell you the tale of a man who saved this store. The sincere old man leaned over the counter to speak to the young children. How long has this store been around, sir? The young boy with the blonde hair and blue eyes asked. The boy reminded the old man of a character in a popular video game he liked to play. This young boy looked like the blonde default guy from Fortnite. Dude, you look just like the default Fortnite guy. Oh my god, that's awesome. The old man mocked. But the man still kept kindness in his eyes and face. Now, if you'll shut up long enough for me to tell the story, you'll find out. It is a tale of action and adventure, of wit and romance. Okay, not that last one, alright? But one thing's for certain. This story started off with a very, very fat man. The old man began telling his story. I was a lugubrious young boy, about 13 years of age. My grandma was super mean. She didn't even know I existed until, later on. I tried to make my grandmother notice me. No matter how hard I tried, she was like, Billy Joseph, who the hell is that? I had to resort to selling my little sister's Girl Scout cookies. Yeah, and I didn't even find out those were actually chicken breasts until a few years ago. Isn't that crazy? Anywho, I was out soliciting one day, and I saw one house that looked a little weird. Dirty, redolent, such a nice neighborhood too. I knocked on the door thinking maybe they want some cookies. I don't know why I thought that. I was kind of a stupid kid, probably an 89 IQ or something, give or take. I knocked on the door, but nobody answered. Then I broke the door down. Nobody came. Went to the living room to see two people having a conversation. One was incredibly overweight and deserved a whole episode of My 600-Pound Life. And the other was a jovial, shirtless man wearing a stormtrooper mask on the side of his head. They're talking about some master plan of theirs. It might have been a diet plan. I can guarantee that is not the last fat joke. So, boss, what's this, plan again? The shirtless man asked. The fat guy groaned. Ugh, are you that brain-dead and incompetent, Stain? This is my plan. How I'll rob Candy Co. My heart dropped. They're robbing a store? I also picked up that the shirtless guy's name was Stain. Oh my god, do his parents hate him or something? First, I'll take a poo in the road, the fat guy said. And the truck will slip in my slippery poo. And all the candy will fall. And I'll take over the world. If Mommy lets me, that is. My heart sank even farther. This plan was genius. How could the police, the FBI, anything? How'd you come up with a counter-strike for this? Honestly. I decided to speak up about the issue, but I needed to tell them to stop first. That's what they told me to do in school, I think. But I couldn't get enough nerve to tell them to stop. I still started talking. Do you want some Girl Scout cookies? The fat guy was all like, oh yeah, give me some. And then he was like, wait! He knows our plan! And then the fat guy started chasing me, and I screamed and hid in the closet. At this point, I knew I needed to come up with a name for this dude. I started calling him Fat Man, because that's funny. So yeah, him and Stain ran past the closet I was hiding in, and they were like, he's not here! And so, then when they weren't looking, I ran back home. So when I got home, my caretaker, Snoop D-O-double-G himself, was waiting for me. Hey, Bo, what's up? You want a Coke? How'd the selling go today? I was scared so bad. So this fat guy and his... Snoop Dogg interrupted me. Whoa, little dude, chill, slow down. I can't understand what you're saying. Now, have a Coke. It's a real good Coke. I took a sip of the Coke. Wow, that is good, I said. Fortnite Kid interrupted the story. Wait, is that important for later? I mean, the Coke? He asked. The old man rolled his eyes. Oh my god, kid, shut up. You are so annoying, okay? Where are your parents, alright? Just go home. I'm tired of looking at you. Jeez. The Fortnite Kid was escorted out of the candy shop. Now, where was I? The old man asked. expecting one of the children to answer. No one did. Ah, yes. After drinking some Coke, me and Snoop got to talking.
So, little bud, what's the matter with you? All this soliciting going in your head making you stressed, boy? I feel you.
I stopped him. No. Okay, so like this guy, okay, and his henchmen, they're like robbing a candy store, right? And they're gonna like take a crap in the road and like make the candy truck like slip, all right? They're gonna make it slip, and like Snoop's eyes got about as big as something big and round. Let's just say that.
Yo, my man, who's gonna stop him?
Yo, I got an idea. So my auntie kept this superhero costume for a long time, and I got in my basement, sitting right next to a steaming pot of foreshadowing. So Snoop took me to his basement, and we saw the blue superhero costume just sitting there with some dust on it. Something down here was pungent, though. Hey, Snoop, it smells so good in here, I asked. Snoop lifted the lid of the pot. It's a pot of foreshadowing. It's coming along pretty nicely. You want some? I turned it down. No, thanks, I said as I put my mask on. I'm allergic to fourth wall breaks. Then I sneezed. And dust. I remembered the address to Fat Man's house, and I made my way towards it. I forgot something. Ah, crap, I shouted. I came back to the house to see Snoop enjoying his bowl of foreshadowing. I forgot something, I said.
Yo, Lil Dude, you forgot something? He asked.
That's what I just said. I walked over to my toy box. Yeah, forgot my Nerf guns. Rummaged through my stuff and found them. 2 Nerf pistols. Alright, Snoop. I'll see you later. Snoop smiled, mouth filled with foreshadowing.
See you, bud.
So this time I actually had my Nerf guns, and I was making my way to Fat Man's house. I knocked, but nobody answered. Again. So I bust the door in. Again. Fat Man's fat head rotated quickly. It was kind of gross. Ugh! That's the second time someone broke that door! Stain! The henchman ran towards me.
Ah! I'll save you, boss!
He declared as I shot a Nerf dart at his face. He started crying and rolling on the floor. Fat Man was infuriated. I shot him with my Nerf guns, but they just bounced off his fat gut. He surrounded me, and I was out of Nerf darts. He looked me square in the face. Boy, you're in for it now. Fat Man slapped me directly across the face, and I fell to the ground. Ow! I shouted. That hurt my feelings! Fat Man stood over me, laughing at how much of a loser I was. I had reached my darkest hour. A young girl raised her hand. Oh my God, what? The old man said. Did it hurt? She asked. Did the slap hurt? The man asked. The little girl nodded. The old man sighed. He looked at the girl with an infuriated rage. She cried under fear and ran home. He just kept telling the story. Anyway, after being so rudely interrupted, this fat dude was laughing at me while I groaned on the floor. But then I felt a surge of power. No, not the kind of power you feel when there's only 2 people left in a Fortnite match, including you. No. This is the kind of power that have been passed down from generation to generation in my family. The power of my great Uncle Murray. I realized that all I had to do was conquer my fear of fat people and win the day. I looked up at him and kind of smiled. Then I stood up, realized he's not scary at all. Then I spit on his Yeezys. This is about to get uglier, I said, than my great Uncle Murray! Fat Man tried to counter my attacks, but I was too powerful for him. How is this even working? He shouted at the top of his fat lungs. I knocked his lights out. That, I said, is why you never mess with Hero Boy! I called the police on Fat Man's phone, because I wasn't allowed to have a cell phone yet. This next part, you gotta read it like a play. So I'm reading the operator and then Hero Boy. Okay. Operator. 911, what's your emergency? Me. Hey, I have like 2 criminals sitting here. I knocked them both out before they could do anything illegal, but I have proof that they were gonna do it. So you took away their consciousness without them doing anything to you. If you grossly simplify it to that extent, then yes, that's exactly what I just did. Operator. You do know there's a 5-year jail sentence for vigilantism in San Dimas, right? Me. No. Operator types in keyboard. Is this Billy Joseph? Me. No. Billy, we're coming to the address the call is coming from, and if you can prove that they are in fact criminals, then it will only be a $600 fine for assault. Ah, crap. Alright, see y'all in a little bit. Operator. See you soon, Billy. The cops came. I showed them Fat Man Stain's plan, and I got the $600 fine. Came home to see Snoop enjoying his last bowl of foreshadowing. Yo, bro, that didn't take long at all. Still got some foreshadowing left if you want it. I turned it down. Again. No, I don't want your stupid bowl of foreshadowing. But you know what I did? Snoop looked happy. What'd you do, little man? I smiled. Well, okay. There's good news, and there's bad news. Snoop looked disappointed in me. I was used to people looking at me and being disappointed, so this didn't really affect me too much, but what's the bad news? He asked. I sighed. Don't you want to hear the good news first? Snoop looked at me sharply. No, he said. Fine, okay. I got a $600 fine for vigilantism or assault. I don't know which one it is. Oh, dude, I'm a millionaire. That ain't nothing. What's the good news? I smiled. Well, they're both in jail now, and I'm a world-famous person. Snoop smiled. Oh, yeah, boy! Snoop paid my $600 fine and called up my grandma. Yo, Granny Sands, this is Snoop Dogg, the guy you paid to raise your grandson. Granny Sands was angry. I keep telling you, I don't have a grandson. Stop calling this number. Snoop got mad. Lady, your grandson, Billy Joseph, just saved the world from Fat Man. Granny Sands suddenly remembered me. That's a very convenient time for a family member to remember you. After they figured out, you just, alright, you know what? This story sucks. You know what? I'm gonna visit my little Billy and give him some of that nacho spell grande he loves. My grandma was finally coming to see me. Look. My neighbor's been up there the whole time. For the next couple of years, Granny Sands would visit me and Snoop every Sunday. And I'd get my nacho spell grande. And Snoop would give Granny Sands a nice bowl of foreshadowing. We'd all hang out, play Fortnite, stuff like that. But then, 2023, Granny Sands died. Heart attack. The foreshadowing led up to that horrible event. Even though there were no clues leading up to that, that's what this whole story was just a build up to that joke. And it follows the hero's journey pretty well, huh, Mr. McDermott? The children were silent. You were joking this whole time. We could have been home, doing normal kid things. And you waste our time like this? The children were angry, and they left. The old man bowed his head in defeat. It was after hours, finally, and the old man closed up the candy shop for the night. He made his way upstairs and onto the roof. He replaced the old man mask with a blue eye mask. It's November of 2018, and Granny Sands still has a few more years to live, and Hero Boy still has a few more lives to save. I know, I just foreshadowed the death of my own grandmother, but with zero power, Hero Boy recited to himself, comes zero responsibility. Hero Boy jumped off the side of the building to save more lives yet again. Splat. Note, a civilian did call an ambulance, and Hero Boy has since recovered from the incident. Well, that is the end of this story. This is the last you're seeing of me, unless, hey, time for the sellout section of every YouTube video. Unless you subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you follow all of that, you can keep up with me. And this won't be the last you see of me. But you gotta be quick, so John Wick can secure the bag and achieve the epic victory royal.